Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the New Orleans State Palace Theater for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweights. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring.
And his opponent across the ring, the Flash Maxim.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up. Here we go.
Opening round scheduled for 10.
Get inside, get inside.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Blocks that punch. He brings a big power punch and it landed well.
Well, we've been talking about getting in his kitchen. He went in there and he ate everything.
Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Turned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. A huge power punch by the Flash. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Scored well up top. Flash is scoring with that right hand. Committing to the work downstairs with the left.
Inside, inside.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Listen, that's the kind of round that puts fans on their feet, but the kind of round that gets a corner man anxious. What do you tell a guy after he's been in a back-and-forth brawl like that?
Move your head. Keep your hands up. You know, don't get caught with those shots. We worked in the gym to get away from those shots. And one other thing, we got to give him a little confidence. Remind us, hey, we trained for a tough fight. You're ready for this.
To the head he goes with a left. That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Solid shot, the overhand left. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Gets rid of that body shot. Vic's able to land a good, solid left hand. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Walking his punches.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Big's able to avoid that punch. And banging away he goes, able to land that power punch.
Trying to force his way in that front door, and he got smacked with that door.
A piercing uppercut by Big. And that's the end of round 2. Well, he
was gambling, he was in a casino. He's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Throws a counter punch there. The Flash's right hand scores well. Good flush shot upstairs. Good solid right hand by Big. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Cover up, cover up.
The Flash's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
Hook, hook.
You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there.
Come on, kid, focus. Pace yourself.
You see how he comes over the top with that left hand. Well-placed shot there. Blocks it away. The Flash's defense penetrated by a well-targeted uppercut.
1-2, 1-2.
Targeting a left hand down low. And round 3 comes to an end.
Deep breath, deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man. Don't get careless out there, right? Just
Big's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counter punching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
And oh, what a good strong uppercut by the Flash.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Big's cranked by an uppercut. Digging in with a left to the gut. Flash is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. That right hand serving him well. What impact from that uppercut by the Flash. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Scored well up top. Good body shot. The right hand came home. Scores up top with a left. There's a straight right hand. Using those feet, using that jab on the outside well.
And you know what? He used his head early in the fight because he went inside, which is really where he's set up for, and he got his opponent's respect. And now, that respect is paying off because he's being allowed to stay on the outside and control things.
Uppercut to left.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on. A well-placed left hand up top. Body shot lands. It was the right. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. He digs in with a left hand to the body. A solid uppercut by Big. That is a strong uppercut there. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Comes with the right. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs. Flush shot, it was the overhand left.
Yeah, keep it working. Keep working the body.
Scored well up top.
Punch! Punch!
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. The Flash's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. He scores with the left.
Nice! Nice!
And we come to the end of the round.
Get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
The start of the 6th round. The Flash has done everything that's been asked of him right now. Absolutely everything through the first half of this fight. Can he keep it up? Able to dismiss it. A thunderous punch able to land to the head.
Joe, he thought he was out of range. He wasn't.
Big's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand.
Back to the body. Keep moving.
Good flush shot upstairs. The Flash is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Solid left hand to the head.
Close the jam.
Scored well up top. Targeting that overhand left. Able to land with the right. The Flash is crushed by a huge uppercut. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Big's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Get your hands up.
Flash is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Boy, very sharp with his punches. He doesn't miss much.
He's like a scalpel right there. You know, he's making incisions here, there. He's really doing an operation.
able to land a nice, clean left hand. Big's punch didn't come close. At the halfway point of round 7.
Hey, keep your feet moving.
On the mark with the straight left hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Big. Little head hunting. Oh, and there you go. Big headshot puts him down. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. Very nice defensive guard there. And that's the end of round 7. Beginning of round number 8 here. Teddy's scorecard has it in one direction. The flash is up on Teddy's scorecard. However, Teddy, I think there is some concern with him. He has taken some damage.
Yeah, it's not a day at the beach. He thought it was at the beginning, but that tide is rolling in.
Big's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent, and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of...
The flash is crushed by a right hand.
Oh, he's hurt right there.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
Nice strike after catching one by Big. "90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Big's left now getting into the mix.
Get inside.
Nice work with the uppercut. Big's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Nice solid left hand scored by Big. Left to the body. Big uppercut right on the mark. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. The Flash's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Crashes home with the uppercut. How about that left hand? The Flash is really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, make it without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
Start of a new round, and it seems like a whole new man. Hard to believe that this is the fighter that was just knocked down in the last round.
Well, he's got some of those great recovery skills, kind of like Arturo Gatti used to always have. You know, he was a guy that he could be battered, he could look like he was barely hanging on, and then all of a sudden the next round, he looked good to go.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Forceful uppercut by Big. The Flash is on the receiving end of a very good counter punch.
That's okay.
Pulled the trigger on that overhand left. Good flush shot upstairs. The Flash is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. He just missed that shot up top. The Flash is fighting a completely different fight right now. He went down earlier, and you can see that he's just throwing that strategy, that original game plan, right in the garbage.
Well, it's showing you that he's a thinking man's fighter. He had to make an adjustment. You know, he would have had no chance to survive and to later win this fight if he stayed with the same plan. He had to come up with a little bit of a change.
And that's exactly what he's done. There's a nice left hand able to get in. A stinging uppercut by Big. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Oh! Remember earlier he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Get to your feet!
And that's the end of round 9. We hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Big's proving to be elusive. The Flash has got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook.
That's it!
Big's clearly made a decision. He's not going to stick with what he was doing. You know, a lot of people would say, yeah, absolutely, change things up. You got rocked.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hitting your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track, you don't wait until it goes out of the park. You change to a curveball. Well, he's changing right now.
Right to the head with that right. That is a sharp uppercut by the Flash. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work. Big shot he just scored with. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
The Flash is deep. Look at that! Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
Hurry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's it. The fight is over. The Flash has gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory. That's what you want to see. A guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.